What is going on, guys? Spazmattic here, back inside Destiny, and today I'm going to bring you guys a video on my 400 Titan this time. I know I've did a video on my Warlock and my Hunter, and like I said on my Warlock video, I want to do a video on my 400 Titan. So here is my the video of my 400 Titan. Whenever I am playing Crucible or doing anything inside of Destiny, this is usually what I'm running with on my Titan at 400 lights. So like I said in my Warlock video, and I think I mentioned in my Hunter video, which is a while back, I want to do a video on all three of my characters at 400 light so you guys can get an idea of what I usually run on all three of my characters. And this is my last character I want to do. Of course, there's only three characters inside of Destiny: the Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. This is my Titan for usually what I run with inside of Destiny whenever I'm 400 lights. So I just want to start off with you guys with the Striker. I usually run the Striker for PvP and like literally all the time. I'm not that big of a fan of a Sunbreaker, but for PvE, I'm usually running the Defender Bubble, which is also probably one of the best things for like doing strikes and stuff like that, because I think it's really good for PvE. But to start off for the Striker at 400 light, I'll probably do a little thing on the Defender as well, because for the Defender I only switched like 2 armor pieces, so it's really not that big of a change. But for my Striker, I'm usually running my Palindrome. This is the Venerable Palindrome, of course, with rangefinder, mulligan, rifled, and true sight, so that's pretty good. And then of course I got the Hawksaw. This is probably one of my best pulse rifles other than my Clever Dragon or my Grasp of Malik as well, so this thing's really good as well. I like to run this thing inside of the Crucible a lot whenever I'm playing sixes with my friends. Really good primary to use inside of the Crucible, probably one of the better ones inside of Destiny overall. But usually the Palindrome, Hawksaw, Clever Dragon, Suros PDX, stuff like that are pretty good primaries to use inside of the Crucible. For my secondary, I like to run my LDR. This is probably one of my best snipers I got, I think. Yeah, quick draw, hidden hand, underdog with short gauge, probably the best roll I got on a sniper. But other than that, I like to run my Matador or my Party Crasher. This is the Matador. I showed you guys this Matador in my Warlock video. The Party Crasher +1 is the best Party Crasher I've gotten from a drop. It's got Field Choke, Rescue Mag, Rifled, and Underdog. Pretty decent, not terrible, still really good to use. But for the heavy, I like to run with the Abaddon, the Solar Thunderlord, basically. Pretty good. It has Feeding Frenzy and Cinderay rounds, basically the same thing as the Lightning rounds on the Thunderlord. Pretty good machine gun. If I'm not running the machine gun, I'm usually running the Galahorn. But I usually run rocket launchers inside of like trials, skirmish, scout salvage, stuff like that. But sixes is usually the Abaddon, which is a really good machine gun to use inside of the Crucible. For my Ghost, this is the armor now. Basically, I like to run my Exile Shell. You get this from Trials of Osiris, I'm pretty sure. Intellect Discipline, 3424. It's one-off max roll for a Ghost Shell. Of course, for the Striker, I like to run Tier 5 Intellect Discipline, Tier 1 Strength. But for the armor, I like to run the Iron Companion Shell. Or Helm, not Shell. This is the Iron Banner helmet, I think, before Rise of Iron came out, so it's pretty good. Has a pretty decent roll, helps me with the Intellect Discipline. For my Gallants, this is the Days of Iron, so you guys can get this from the Rise of Iron book, I'm pretty sure. It's that, yeah, because you got the flaming wolf things on my shoulder there, which is pretty cool. But this is for hand cannon, increased grenade throw, Intellect Discipline, so this helps my Palindrome reload. Of course, I got Merval type 0, Intellect Discipline, increased grenade throw, increased reload speed of pulse rifles, so pretty good gallants there. If I'm ever running a Clever Dragon, stuff like that, help the reload speed of those guns. But for the chest piece for my Striker class, I'm usually always running the Armamentarium. This is probably the best exotic for the Titan Striker in general. I just like this chest piece a lot because it's like probably one of the best exotics for the Titan in my opinion. So because of course you get additional grenade charge, you get more ammo for special or heavy, and you get increased armor for specific subclass. But in this case, you got the arc armor, so that's pretty good. But for the boots, I got the Merval type 0, same thing as my gauntlets. But for the boots, this one's strength helps me reach tier 1 strength with the strength on the mark I also got. Yeah, the mark Mark in the boots helped me reach tier 1 strength. So the mark I got is from, I want to say Archon's Forge, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks pretty cool. It's got the little Siva mark on it, but it's 2433, not terrible. Helps me reach tier 11 at least, so that's good. But here is the Intellect Discipline Scory, Memory of Scory I was talking about. This is probably the best artifact in the game. Intellect Discipline helps me reach tier 5 Intellect Discipline as well. And of course I'm running with this artifact just because of how good it is. When your super is full and nearby allies supers recharge faster. Pretty insane, but this is usually what I run with inside of Destiny whenever I'm a 400 striker. The only difference between the striker and the defender is that I take off the armamentarium and put on the helmet Saint 14 with the snow glare plate. I think I got the snow glare plate from turning in one of the bounties from Zavala, and I got this like a week ago with increased sniper and armor with void base subclass, so it's pretty good. Helps me reach tier 5 intellect discipline, tier 1 strength at least, so that's pretty good. But this is usually what I run with whenever I am a defender. Usually switch my weapons up because I usually run defender for PvE, and I switch up my weapons for, like, if it's like Arc Nightfall, I'll probably run an Arc Sniper, or like the Thunderlord, and so on. For Void, I'll probably run a Void Sniper, or like the Truth or something like that. So on, you guys get the gist and stuff like that. But this is usually what I run with inside of PvE. And of course the striker is my PvP option because I'm more of a striker user inside of the Crucible. Not a fan of the bubble inside of Crucible at all, but still you can use that if you want. I'm not forcing you guys to run this build or do this stuff whenever you reach 400 light on Titan. Totally my recommendation, just giving you guys an idea of what I run at 400 light with my Titan. So like I said in my warlike video, if you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, whatever you want to say in the comments, feel free to. I'll be sure to check out what you guys think and stuff like that in the comment section. But other than that, this will be wrapping up to the end of the video. This is usually what I run with at 400 light inside of Destiny for my Titan, inside of the Crucible, PvE, stuff like that. And I guess this will be coming up to the end of the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video of my 400 light Titan inside of Destiny, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later back inside Destiny. Peace.